It's deadline day for 7 companies that took government bailout money. They will have to tell pay czar Kenneth Feinberg how they plan to compensate their 25 top-earning employees. Citigroup has a $100 million PR problem. It is trader Andrew Hall. What will happen to him and other bank employees? Bloomberg's Margaret Popper is here with more. This is a story you've been covering from the beginning. The Feinberg thing has turned into a PR nightmare. What's the scenario now? What's going on?
Well, it's really interesting. The bankers that I've talked to have said they've had a real back and forth with him. Bob Stickler, who's a spokesman for Bank of America, described this process where Bank of America went in, described what they wanted to do. Feinberg came back with suggestions. It's been this real iterative back and forth process between the banks and Feinberg. So now the question is, are people going to look at that and say he came up with the goods?
And just for a little bit of background, a little bit of history, why is he supposed to get this $100 million?
Well, Andrew Hall is supposed to get the $100 million because he brought in about $4 billion at the Fibro subsidiary, which is a commodities trading subsidiary.
Okay.
Citi is saying, look, this guy brought in a ton of money for us. We got to pay him. And you know what? They're talking about this war for talent. You heard this in second quarter earnings.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's no joke. This is a true story. And I like this story because somebody poached from Goldman as opposed to the other way around. But Bank of America hired a fixed income trader, person that Goldman really liked. This was not a question of, oh, you know, somebody that we don't care about, we're going to let him slip away.
Sure. Bank
of America offered $15 million per year for 2 years, guaranteed, plus, oh, by the way, we'll pay $9 million of your Goldman stock that you're going to leave on the table because you're leaving the firm.
Yeah.
This, according to a source familiar with the pay package. And that is what's out there right now. This is over one trader.
And Margaret, are the banks making too big a deal about things like this, excessive pay for top talent?
You know, I don't think so, Mark. If you take a look at just the payout ratios of the top banks, look at, you know, Goldman Sachs paying out 49% of its revenue. To try to match that, you saw Morgan Stanley in the second quarter paying out 72% of a much smaller revenue, trying to say, okay, we're in the game here because they're going to lose their talent.
And right now, is it just the fact that a number this large in this economic environment jolts the public consciousness? Is that what this is about?
I think that's exactly right. I was talking to Lucas von Prague, who's a spokesman for Goldman, and he pointed out that Goldman Sachs has a 99% correlation between comp and revenue. In other words, you pay people well, you see your revenue go up.
Bloomberg's Margaret Popper covering that banking story for us. Margaret, thank you very much.